Greetings and salutations, Earthlings. Zube here with a daily random collective reading. This reading is timeless. I don't know what that noise was. This reading is timeless. Most of my readings are timeless. It may or may not resonate. This is general. So take what applies and leave the rest. If you are interested in a personal reading, astrology, or tarot, my information is down below. Hold on. Well, my Palo Santo is going bananas today. Anyway, I like to start off my readings with something that I got in meditation. And what came to me in meditation were a couple things. One was something that happened yesterday when I was flying home from Colorado at the airport in San Antonio. And then the other one is, we'll start with that one. But I saw a bird in a birdhouse that was outside, and there was no more like bird seed left in it. Maybe it was a bird feeder, whatever, bird houses, bird feeder. And it didn't get mad or fired up. It just went and looked somewhere else and found another bird house or bird feeder. You know, birds are resourceful. I have bird feeders at my place, and periodically I go away for lengths of time. And I'm sure that all of the birds that eat from my bird feeders just go somewhere else and eat there. So there's something about being resourceful, about not allowing your energy to be wasted on frustration. So it's like a go with the flow, fly with the bird seed. I don't know. And the other thing was when I like got off the plane and I walked up and I saw a shuttle right there, and I walked right onto it, you know, because I parked at airport parking, and I thought it had a green like thing on the side, and I parked in the green lot. So sure, I just didn't even think. I just got right on the shuttle. Anyway, the driver was being he was being funny. He was talking to people, and when he started driving past my lot, I go, "Oh my gosh, I got on the wrong shuttle." And he went, "Well, it says it right on the side." He just got really mad, and I was kind of laughing. You know, it was my dumbass. But he was like making a point to be like, "Well, it was your dumbass." I don't know, it was sort of funny. And then I said, "Well, it's no big deal. You'll eventually go back to the airport, right?" And he was like, "Well, eventually." Um, and I literally was not even mad. I was kind of laughing at myself, like, you know, maybe he had a bad day. I can give him grace or whatever. You know, I'm not mad that he was mad. It was just funny because it was unnecessary, you know. So sometimes though, when we act like that, and I do this, like when we act defensively, then we bring out people acting offensively, you know. I mean, he accomplished one thing when he got to the shuttle parking lot where he was going. It was across a kind of busy street, but there was a crosswalk, and it wasn't that far from my lot. And I was like, "I'll just walk, thanks." And he was like, "Well, I mean, it's up to you." I don't know. It was very strange. It was very strange. Like, anyway. So to me though, he just like wasted some time being mad, maybe defensive at first, because I'm sure he hears a lot of bullshit from a lot of assholes all day long. Like, I've worked at a hotel, people who are traveling can be like that. But once he realized that I wasn't being like that, he could have de-escalated a little bit. You know, whatever. But if he wants to spend his energy that way, like, I'm not judging it either. It literally didn't ruin my day. So there's something about that. Just not, it's okay to get mad or to get frustrated, but especially we don't want to hold our emotions in, like you don't want to be standing there like that, but like if you realize that you're having unnecessary emotions, you can stop having them and, you know, say, hey, yeah, the parking lot's right over there, go walk, or I'm going to go find some bird seed somewhere else. That's kind of long, but oh well. Oh boy. I'm going to try to upload, like pre-upload some readings because I am going to be having surgery on my bunion, on my bunion. Oh, I'm 48. Wait, what do we got? Very long today, so. Well, here we go. We have 10 of Cups. That's ultimate fulfillment. It's the happy family card. And what flipped out right after it is the Page of Swords. I am going to do a Celtic cross. I'm going to call these together because they came out like one right after the other. So the Page of Swords, it can be pettiness, gossip, doing research, learning things that, you know, there's a higher and lower aspect to every card. The 10 of Cups is kind of the happy family card, but it can also be like a perfect family card. So it's, I mean, there could be something here, and we're going to look at the crossing card, but where we want long-term fulfillment, maybe we are learning more about having close connections, connections that feel good, unconditional love. What is fulfillment? You know, and the lower aspect of the 10 of Cups could be like that, where it's an image. Like, is it an image? We want the reality. You know, what really is going to be long-term fulfilling. And, you know, it's the happy family card, but this can also just be like among friendships or with like a career, what really fulfills you. The crossing card, we have the 8 of Cups. That's funny. The 8 of Cups is leaving behind. He's leaving behind 8 cups that are standing up perfectly fine, and he's going into the unknown. He's got to leave behind what he has so far because he feels like there's something more. There's just something more, but you have to take a risk and leave behind like the just enough, or like this is working. You have to leave that behind in pursuit of the something more. And you have to have the faith to know that that yearning, that knowing that there is something more is correct, you know? So we could be looking into the details of maybe trying something new, even though where we are, things are working just fine. But it's like just fine. It doesn't feel good enough right now. In the subconscious, the 3 of Wands. The 3 of Wands are fire. He is looking out at the boats. If you can see the boats back there, he's gone to the edge of land. This is like the law of attraction. He has envisioned what it is that he wants. He's gone to the edge of the land, and now he is waiting for the ships to come in. He would waste his energy if he were to jump in the water and swim out to the boats, right? That would just be stupid. So in the subconscious, we know that we have envisioned, we have wished, we have co-created with the universe. We have been doing a lot of work. And at some point, we do have to, we have to realize that the universe is co-creating with us. So this could be that yearning. And maybe with this 8 of Cups, maybe we are still anxious to really let go of what it is that we've preserved, in the expectation that something new is coming, or the understanding or the trust or the faith that something better is coming. Maybe we're still kind of, we haven't put down and God's like, you got to put that down first before you get what's coming to you. What's in the recent past? Six of Swords. We might have moved away from drama in the recent past. The Six of Swords is like healing, quieting our mind, just moving away from chaos. See, the water is choppy back here. Up here it's clear, but I always point out it's not super bright and sunny, but it looks to be like it's going to be more clear where they're going. So there is we're pursuing calm and peace, but it's not like, it hasn't been super joyous. We're just like, ugh. Kind of like after, I don't know, a fender bender or something. You're sitting in your car collecting your thoughts. It's quiet. Like the kind of worst of it is over, the most dangerous anyway. Look at this. What is known, what is conscious, what we're going for. We have the Ace of Cups. It's like so crazy because we have the 10 of Cups. That's what we want. That's what we want, maybe what we feel like we have, or there we go. And then the crossing card is the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is we have to leave behind what is just good enough. This Page of Swords is kind of like starting from scratch also, like it's more of a, all right, I'm back at the beginning. I'm in the child energy, the noob energy. I'm starting over. But the Ace of Cups here is what we know we want. This is a cup overflowing, a new beginning in love, unconditional love, our cup overflowing, feeling joy, feeling like abundance, like a new beginning. And after the Eight of Cups, which is our crossing card where we have to trust and leave things behind, is the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is the wish fulfilled. So the point of that little part of the journey of the cups is that if you have faith and trust, if you really feel that there's something more, that you envision more, you leave everything you have behind, and then you not only get the ninth cup, which is the wish fulfilled card, you get the other 8 back too, if they're not the same thing, like the equivalent to the feelings that the 8 of Cups had brought you, that the 8 cups were bringing you. All right, so what are we moving into in the future? Dun, 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 dun. That's funny. That one was peeking out earlier. So this is a general reading. The Hierophant can be, this is seeking counsel outside of us. Okay. Sometimes I'm like, do you need to go on a self-help journey? Do you need to like read your Bible? Are you maybe go back to church, go to therapy, go to join I don't know, a Buddhist, whatever, but like it's where we're seeking wisdom outside of us. The High Priestess, that's Goddess. This is the God card. With the God card, we seek wisdom outside. With the Goddess card, the High Priestess, we seek it within. And we need both of those in balance. So it's kind of like how, organized religion, that's where we've tipped to the God side, whereas there is goddess wisdom, and we seek that within. But you can go a little too weird with that too, because if we're only seeking our wisdom within and not checking it off of outside external things, I don't know, it's when you end up in a mental hospital or something. It can just, yeah. we need a balance of both. But anyway, so in the future, we are seeking wisdom outside of ourselves. The Hierophant card can also be following the proper order of things. It can be a wedding or a marriage or something going on at church, making a commitment, a rite of passage. All right, what is the lens we are looking through? The Lovers. We've got a choice to make. The Lovers card is they're naked. I'm totally waiting for YouTube to catch up on me doing stuff like that by accident. I don't mean it. Anyway, the Lovers, we're making a choice. Again with a choice. So with the Lovers card, it can be a choice in love, or it can be a choice in career, but typically it's a choice where we expose our heart, with the example of it being in love. When there's like being together, hanging out, dating, but when you really decide to like go all in, typically you're you're further down the road, and you know some of this person's faults, they know some of yours, you know that they know some of yours, and they know that you know some of theirs, and you commit to one another, and you know this could be painful. I'm like leveling up in my heart space. Like, what are we committing to? The Lovers also is kind of, can be, contracts or doing things the proper way or committing to something. So there's something that maybe that's the eight of cups. Like, we need to really commit to something. And that would be leaving other things behind somehow. All right. What the hell are other people doing? What's in the environment? Swords. Maybe everybody's minding their own business. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Are you? The King of Swords creates boundaries. Sometimes he can be a dick, you know what I mean? So the sword's cut. So people could be being hurtful with their words, but on the higher aspect, people are holding boundaries. The sword is a boundary. Thinking more than they are speaking, kind of, speaking up when it's important. That's a cool card to get in the environment. Maybe everyone is thinking very critically and logically about a situation. And then maybe it's lacking heart. Maybe it's all up here. Like, it's all up in the headspace, because we've got the swords here. That's what the swords are. Oh, look it. Right. That's why this Page of Swords came out. We might need to think about things a little bit differently. And that came out with this 10 of Cups. Like we want this 10 of Cups. We want this happy family. We want the new beginning, the, fulfilling career, all of that. But the Page of Swords is like, we need to think about that a little bit differently. Like a kid, think over, think again. Think again, because you were all up in your head. The Six of Swords comes after the Five of Swords, which is feeling really conflicted. Hopes and fears. Queen of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, we're in our feelings. Hopes and fears. Maybe we're afraid to feel. The Queen of Cups feels, and maybe we're afraid to begin this new beginning, but it's also what we're hopeful for. maybe there's some stuff we have to emotionally cry out or let go or feel. Maybe there's fear, just fear of something new. But that's two aces we've gotten, Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. What's the outcome? Oh, shit. I think I know what that was. Oh, yep. You're the outcome. The devil. What was I just saying? Fears? They're naked too. Damn it. The outcome is that we're going to be looking at our attachments, our fears, addictions, secrets, things that we're trying to hide, things that we're trying to cover up, things that we don't want to acknowledge, our shadow selves. I mean, it's kind of funny because this doesn't feel like a bad reading, right? So it actually feels pretty good. We're moving along, we're making progress, we're following the rules, we're thinking clearly, we're being logical. But there's a lot of fear about whatever it is that we need to walk away from, and whatever it is that we're having faith in that we want to walk towards. Like, that's just weird that the outcome card is it busts out with the devil. I mean, and the devil, so the devil is kind of like, it's pleasure. I always look at all the cards as though they have higher and lower aspects. So the devil card is pleasure. And we might be kind of experimenting like, well, this feels good, but is it good for you? Are you stuck or are you keeping yourself attached? In that card, they're kind of chained to the devil, but only loosely. They could unchain themselves. So it's kind of like you choose to be attached to something. I wanted to clarify that devil card with another deck, and we got the Five of Cups. In this one, 2 cups have spilled. There's still 3 cups standing. It's kind of funny though, the cards sort of mimic one another. I'm not going to show this one again, but the Five of Cups is mourning, regret, resentment. And it's a reminder that at some point we need to turn back to gratitude, because gratitude will bring us back to that space of hope, of being hopeful, of creating. Let me do. We're going to do a funny unicorn card, and then I am going to get going. Don't take it personally. That's always good advice. Don't take it personally. If someone starts to speak unkindly to me, I'll remember that they've got something going on that has nothing to do with me. Like maybe they just pooped their pants. Yeah, that's probably it. Don't take it personally. Maybe somebody's going to walk away from you. Don't take it personally. That's hard. Maybe you've got to walk away from something, but it's not personal. It's just about your person. Like, what is it that you want? The devil is also attachments, obligations that we feel to other people. So like, remove any marionette strings from yourself. That if you have to perform or be a certain thing for somebody else, then no, they need to be their thing for themselves. The Magician. That's our outcome card. Envision, write, create. keep keep the hope alive. I think that that's going to be really important. And I don't think it will be too hard. We just have to fucking remember to do it, you know? Like, did that guy who was driving the shuttle bus, did he go to work that day being like, God, I hate these fucking assholes? I mean, and don't get me wrong, I get it. I get it, especially in the travel industry. But if you usually get complaints and somebody's laughing at themselves and being pretty cool and literally no skin off your back, even if I didn't, even if I didn't walk over to the other shuttle parking lot, I would have just sat on the bus for whatever, half an hour, however long it took. That's where he was going back to anyway. I would have figured it out. I would have called a fucking Uber. But you know, if he was being more in, he could have manifested or picked up pretty quickly, like, oh, this chick is laughing at herself. I hate to rag on that guy. We're all fucking human. I get it. And he'll never watch this video. So anyway, if he does, love you, dude. Peace. Love you guys. Namaste.